Yeah, okay, what's good, Dokkan Ninja Turtles? So we are here because we have a massive amount of content. No, we don't have a massive amount of content that was necessarily put out for us right now. We don't. We just got another event that's going to be coming out very soon. That's going to get you a decent amount of Dragon Stones. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is that the launch, if you weren't here for the last time this actually came out, it has been a very long time. I'm pretty sure it's been 5 years. Just because I have it up right now, and you can see that the 250 million download celebration. That's when they used to do that a long time ago, back in I think the last time they done it was like what, 2018, 2019, somewhere around there. And then you had the worldwide celebration here where it came out in 2020, and I think I think that was the last time it actually came back. And at this point in time, it was literally doing this, like, you got a total of 100 Dragon Stones at that point in time. So I'm going to assume that seeing as they're saying this is going to be 3 times every 7 days. So every week you get to do this 3 times to get 30 Dragon Stones. So basically you run this each time, you're probably going to get 10 Dragon Stones, and then it'll reset. I'm going to assume if they do anything like it is here, if it's 100 Dragon Stones, that's cool. You can tally that up, which it probably wouldn't be. It'd have to be like either 90 or 120 Dragon Stones, let's be honest here. If they're doing it 3 times every week, which means they'd have to run 4 weeks, which is a full month in Dokkan to get that. And if so, great, but I doubt it. I want to say it's only been like that much, and then the 70, which was the first time it popped off, where it was actually 10 Dragon Stones for a week. So basically every day you got to run this and get 10 Dragon Stones. So if it runs currently now for a couple of weeks, cool. You get 60 Dragon Stones for 2 weeks, great. You get 90 Dragon Stones for 3 weeks, incredible. If we somehow get 4 weeks for this one, which I definitely want to say is not happening unless something crazy is about to go down, which possibly could, because it's the 19th right now. If it ran for a full month, which by the time this come out, I'm going to assume it's going to be about a day or 2 or so when this comes out, it will still put us a little bit early, almost a week early, before the sort of Christmas banner pops off when we get that new unit at that point in time in December. So what I'm about to say is tally this up depending on the actual details when we get the information or something like that, so how many weeks this is actually going to be going. Tally that up to what I'm necessarily going to be saying here in a little bit. So very solid there. I'm expecting obviously a couple more things to be sort of shown off in the next couple of days, because we should definitely still get the Easy A information for the hero units. We actually have those hero units. I know it may have slipped some people's minds currently right now, but we have heroes units to talk about their Easy A's soon. So I know we've been in this video for about a minute or so, but listen, if you haven't already hit that like button, I greatly appreciate you hitting that like button, subscribe, and turning on notifications where you get notified when we go live, and also put up more videos. We're getting there at 50,000 subscribers. We just passed 40,000 subscribers on the channel, and each and every last like on this video, share, and all this stuff on all of them helps so much on this channel. And again, it is my goal to hit the big numbers on the channel, not just because I want to, but literally because it's one of my passions on YouTube and having this and being more successful at it. So again, thank you so much for the ones that already hit the like button on the videos, streams, everything. Thank you so much. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is that I know a lot of people currently right now is already in save season. Like, they're pretty much skipping most things unless something crazy happens, like Daima Goku and Goma coming out. Like, unless something crazy like that actually happens, like, most people are necessarily just going to save, and that's something that is very regular in Dokkan at this point in time, especially with the 11th year anniversary being basically under 2.5 months away. Like, it's definitely something that's been in the culture of Dokkan for a very long time, and I noticed that a lot of people have been saying it in the comments that they're skipping this, skipping that, and they just let some Dragon Stones go because of Goma, and they needed to get that Goma. I'm gonna say this, like, short and sweet right at the beginning of this one. I'm expecting, since I've been here on every anniversary and every big celebration, stuff like that in Dokkan, I'm expecting, because this is the 11th year anniversary, about 300 to 500 Dragon Stones free to play to come out in this point in time. And the reason why I'm saying this, I'm saying from right now, again, you can factor in that launch right here, how much we get from that, but because that'll be a good chunk right there if this goes a couple of weeks. I'm gonna say that it'll be a good chunk that we get right there, and probably even go maybe even a little bit more than that depending on how long this actually runs. But that, and then also I'm factored in whenever the anniversary does start, because you also have to remember, but just from the anniversary and around that time for the anniversary, you still have the countdown, which gives us easy ace missions, all kinds of promotional stuff happening on Twitter, Facebook, all this stuff that they do with line and everything. Like all of those dragon stones and gifts and everything that you get from that point in time, you still have to factor that in. And then also the live stream, the first day login, and also the first day missions and events that's going to be available at that point in time to get you some dragon stones right there. And again, that point right there will be a good little bit of dragon stones, because again, it is an anniversary. It's around the 11th year anniversary, which I'm going to assume they're probably going to give a little bit more dragon stones than the last. Is normally what they pretty much do when it comes to that. And then to factor in, like, we still have, like I said, we still have the rest of this month and probably some other easy ace and stuff like that to come out as well. And then you got to factor in December, where they're probably going to give a lot of dragon stones out, and depending on what sort of celebration sort of theme that it is, and the easy ace that we get from this one, from LRs to TURs and the free to plays and stuff like that, you still got to factor that in. Possibly, I won't say top gross, I'm gonna say factor in top grossing at that point in time. It has been some very heat to sort of factor that in, so I'm never usually factoring in top grossing when I come to sort of calculating how many dragon stones we shouldn't necessarily get in a period of time. It's just more of just content wise in here. And again, like I said, from other missions, other events that we don't necessarily know about that they're going to be giving us and stuff like that, got to factor in like all the what ifs and stuff like that in there, and stuff of the things that we do actually know should be happening at that point in time. So this is why I say about 300 to 500 dragon stones is what you're going to be getting, because I see this comment quite a bit about how many dragon stones should we get. Do you know how many dragon stones we should necessarily expect at that point in time? And that's just sort of my like fair guesstimate of what we possibly could be getting. So again, from the range of 300 to 500, in my opinion, that's still very, very, very good for free to play. And that's just a rough guesstimate and not like what we should necessarily get. Because again, with the actual, I would say December's wild. It's always wild because again, like one year it's like a dual fest, and then the other year is just an LR that you can get out of it, and the easy A's and all the stuff that sort of surround that. Like if they want to go extremely hype this year and go crazy, because again, 11th anniversary around the corner, then they probably expect a little bit more dragon stones to sort of be given out around that time. But again, all of this is necessarily really subject to change, and it could be a lot more or a little less than what I'm necessarily saying, but I don't think it should be a little less in my honest opinion, unless they somehow get extremely lazy. And one of the things that I'm not necessarily factoring in, even though I've said campaigns and stuff like that for like Twitter and stuff, is that a lot of people, when they do these anniversaries and global Dokkan campaign stuff on Twitter, a lot of people don't like to make sort of accounts on Twitter to get those like 60 or whatever dragon stones for free by doing the like hashtag stuff. Like a lot of people don't necessarily like doing that, which again, you just leave dragon stones on the table. You don't even have to literally like use that account for it. You can literally make an egg account and just do that and then move on and delete it. Like as soon as that campaign's little celebration is over with, you can just do that at that point in time and know that you're getting your rewards. And that's how that goes. I don't understand why people just leave that up. I mean, you can sort of chalk it up to, this is one of the things I hear is like, I don't necessarily want to do that. I don't want to be forced to necessarily do that. But I mean, it's 60 dragon stones or so, if I'm not mistaken, that it is that you can get from this. So it's kind of like, I mean, that's a multi, that's already a multi. You're leaving that on the table that you could possibly get in there that can help you out in terms of pity or just saving up for the whatever part at that or whatever after that if you've already got to use this stuff like that. So in my opinion, I would say just to do an egg account, get your rewards, and then if you don't want to stay on Twitter because you don't like it, get out and just stay out until the global Dokkan campaign when they probably do it again. That's what I would say. But I didn't factor those dragon stones in on that one, just again, like I said, because of everything that I said here, and a lot of people don't like doing it. And I will say this, for the people that are necessarily starting or wanting to start Dokkan, what the hell are you doing? Like, this is your time to necessarily start Dokkan. That way you could have you some months in Dokkan where you don't feel super pressured to just get on Dokkan every day and grind out Dragon Stones. You have a ton of time right now. I know this doesn't necessarily feel like, because everything's moving very fast, but you do have a ton of time right now, almost 2.5 months to grind out Dragon Stones and have a massive amount of Dragon Stones waiting for their 11th year anniversary, depending on what it is. And let's be honest, it could be something absolutely insane. I think most of the people in the community are pretty much expecting a adult Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku and possibly Vegeta in there, and then whatever else they want to, throw in there to sort of make that celebration like insane. I mean, a lot of people are necessarily thinking about that. And to be fair, Goma just came out. We know how Goma is, and we know that the anniversary is going to be another power creep. So, like, those units are probably going to be extremely, extremely busted at this point in time. I mean, if Goma is anything to go on by how they're going to give us units that have 150 attack and defense every freaking turn, like, what is these other units going to be doing? So this is my thing to you for if you are new, if you know somebody that's wanting to play Dokkan and stuff like that, this is your time. Like I said this when Goma came out, and I still say it again. Even if you've had a really bad account and you re-rolled and stuff like that, then you're probably good to go, because you have a ton of Dragon Stones that you can grind out right now to get yourself prepared for the 11th year anniversary. Like, I know I said there's a ton of time, but let's be real here. Even though you have a ton of time, you skip out days and you don't grind because you don't necessarily feel like it or anything like that. Like, before you know it, the anniversary will be around here, and you're probably going to be like, oh my God, I got to grind out all these Dragon Stones so I can actually summon on these banners. Why not do it early? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I just wanted to say that at the end of this one, because that is something that I've seen so much in the comments on videos and even on streams and stuff like that, where I just see people like, hey, how many Dragon Balls should I have at this point in time? It's a common thing right now that everyone necessarily really wants to know how much they should be getting, because again, they want to, plan around what they're going to be doing. And if you're someone that is pay to win, then you're probably still listening to this going, okay, if I can count for about that much Dragon Stones, then if I continue to buy this sales and that sales and blah, 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 even from the web store. Again, if you don't have the web store, I highly recommend it. I'm not getting paid to say this or anything like that. Dokkan about to fuck with anybody like that. I'm not getting paid to say this whatsoever at all. I would highly recommend you going over there and getting the web store. That way you can get some free Dragon Stones out of it, like every month or so, like when they decide they want to give out free stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you do get like 20 or something like that Dragon Stones for free the first time you do it. So there you go at that point. But other than that, let me know in the comment section below, how many Dragon Stones do you currently have right now on Dokkan? Other than that, have an awesome day /night.